Migzirkinin zu lernen.
Oh, thank you.
How am I back here?
Oh, it's so nice to see you guys back together.
It's crazy. You know, when we started season 3, Genji and I had a conversation because, you know, Alex doesn't normally show this vulnerable side of herself. You see little bits of it, you know, with her in season 1 and 2 with when she's dealing with Piper, but season 3 definitely takes it to a new level. And before season 3 started, Genji and I had a conversation, and Genji's like, "You are a wounded bird. Like, Alex Voss is not what we normally think of her right now. She's wounded. And she literally was like, she's broken." And it was interesting. It was a little uncomfortable for me at times to play this, but it was also amazing because as an actress, I love being uncomfortable because that's how I grow and that's how I learn, you know? But it was really interesting. I mean, when in season 3, she finds herself back in prison and she really doesn't know how she got there. She doesn't suspect Piper. All she can feel like, she just feels like an idiot. She's like, she's like, things like this don't happen. Like, I don't let myself get into, I mean, yes, she went in prison originally, but to get back in, she's like, I can't believe I allowed this to happen. So she feels stupid and vulnerable, and she kind of gets to a point where she's just like, screw it. Like, she's in a dark place, and we get to see how she comes out of that. They do terrible things to each other. What's up with that? I honestly, all I can say is you can't control where your heart goes. You know, I mean, the thing that's so great about their relationship is like they do these, manipulative power play things to each other. But at the end of the day, their relationship is grounded in love. They do love each other. And that's something that audiences can always grasp onto, is that it's authentic, it's real. And the fact that they really do love each other, you kind of are like, people do crazy things when it comes to love. I mean, we've all been there. I mean, maybe not what they do it to each other, but we've all done some questionable things in the name of love, you know?
I don't. I get the scripts and they're brilliant. What I think is so amazing about our Genji and our writers is that they've done a lot of research on the trans thing, and at the end of the day, these are deeply human characters. And there are specifics about trans experience, but they're just human experiences. I think with Sophia in the 3rd season, we really see her negotiating motherhood from behind bars. We see her struggling with her son who's growing up and needing a father figure, and her sort of wanting to be there for him in any way that she can. And things heat up for Sophia after the first 6 episodes. So. Well, in the trailer, we see that there may or may not be some conflict with Gloria. So that may be an issue later, or may not.
Okay.
That's tough.
Oh gosh.
Sophia. Of course, Sophia.
Oh yeah. Aw, that's so sweet. Well, I'm sort of been like I'm still in the ghetto dorms, but it's like weird. Like they're not like having me. V had a little. So first season I was sort of hanging with the black girls, and now it's kind of weird.
Because then if we're cellmates, she can do my hair and make sure it always looks pretty.
But you have to give me something for it. I'm not gonna give it.
That's true.
You're not getting hair services for free.
Well, Alex is very savvy, so she would figure something out.
I would probably be like, if we were cellmates though, bunkmates, I would be like, what is going on with you in this relationship?
I know.
This is a mess.
I know.
This is dysfunctional. What are you doing?
It's
this
true.
woman is gonna bring you down. But I'd be really into the gossip and the drama though.
Yes. I love Louis C.K. Louis C.K. is a great one. I also watch stuff that people don't really watch. Like, I watch The Ultimate Fighter and Swamp People and things like that. So I like things about where you learn a lot about other kind of subcultures, like Alaskan bush people, things like that, where you're like, oh my God, these people survive off of, like the swamp people, they survive off of 2 months of hunting alligator. It's interesting. So I tend to like shows like that, and I love the History Channel, things like how the shapes got their states. So that's kind of the stuff that I watch. But I don't know, girl, what about you?
Awesome. I love right now. I mean, right now, what I'm watching, I love Silicon Valley. I love Nurse Jackie. I love The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Like, I'm so in love with that show. I love The Good Wife. Huge Good Wife fan.
I have to watch that show.
It keeps getting better.
Yeah.
It's been on for so long, but it's really, really good. And the performances and the writing are just so smart. I was a
Scandal.
Breaking Bad girl. Oh my God.
Oh,
Scandal.
yeah.
Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder. Forget about it. And Empire. I'm obsessed with Empire too. I watch a lot of television. I love TV. I don't watch, History Channel though. I watch
love
like
the
the
History Channel.
juicy dramas and comedies. Yeah.
You need to get out of here before you add another 100 years to my sentence.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dankeschön.
Yeah, we are really trying. But yeah.
We are rolling.